Okay, so here we are with the month of September. So now the month of September will be a month with a lot of blessings, with a lot of hopes, with a lot of hard work and with a lot of smart work, because you just have 30 solid days in your hand before the UPSC Prelims 2021. Don't you all think so? So yes, so it's very, very important that this 1 month, solid 30 days, you're going to utilize to the fullest. So as a part of your journey in UPSC Prelims examination and even for the mains examination, here we are once again with the economic current affairs series for the UPSC Prelims 2021. So wherein more than 200 plus economy hit list topic will be discussed in a short, quick and to the point manner, so that no matter whatever questions come for your economy, from the economy area guys for the prelims, you'll be able to answer them with much of ease. So most importantly, along with the current affairs, a proper conceptual clarity will also be done for you people. Clear? So this is part 24, which will be done today guys. And now those are worried about the previous part, that is like part 1 to 24, nothing to worry. Once the class is done, that is once the live is done, in the description box of this particular video and also the comment box, you can find the playlist series link as well. So you can use that to watch the missed classes and also as a revision. The most highlight of our classes, as you all know, we don't keep doing one topic for the entire day. Rather, solid 6 to 7 topics of different subject area and economics. Fatafat to the point we'll be discussing. Instead of 10 to 20 points, rather solid 5 points we'll be discussing under every topic, ensuring that you are learning what is required in tune with the UPSC CSE examinations. Clear? Yes, Priya, Divya, Amanda, Pradosh, Ganesh. There was a kallatram that happened in between, but that is okay. I hope only very few know. Hannah, Priya and Pradosh. I hope not much of you people have noticed that. But that's okay. I didn't want to cancel the class. So that's what I thought. It's okay. There is nothing wrong. Kabhi kabhi we're human beings, right? Errors do happen. So it's okay. Oh, you all saw that, huh? Anyways. Yes, Chahat Singh, good evening. Yes, Kriti, you did saw that. But why you didn't tell me then? But that's okay. Yeah, it's completely fine. Very good, Priya. Thank you. Acha, you took the screenshot also. Oh my goodness. You tell me what I should do with you people. Anyways, here's the schedule for the month of September, guys. So fresh month, fresh beginning. So have a blessed September, guys. So with regard to Unacademy plus courses, okay, I'll be doing exclusive prelims economy MCQs from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. guys, from September 1 to September 8 in the plus platform. And now, again from September 8 to September 28, solid 15 classes except Sunday, crash course on economy NCRTs for the 2022 batches and plus batches. Okay, the 22-23 batches I'll be doing here. So this crash course on economy NCRT will not just be NCRT economy discussion, rather chapter-wise discussion of class 9, 10, 11 to NCRT in a crystal clear manner by connecting them with the comprehensive syllabus of economy and also the trending current affairs. So that will happen, guys. To enroll for that, use the code Nisha IAS Live. Is it visible here? Nisha IAS Live. Okay. So what you do is you can actually use that code for getting a subscription, guys, wherein you'll get up to 10 to 15% discount. More than the discount, the whole point is you will come under the personal mentoring program of mine. Clear? And with regard to free class, since 6 to 8 p.m. I'm completely packed up. Hereafter, the 6 p.m. 1000 Wala MCQ series will be shifted to 8:30. Half an hour break, then 8:30 to 9:30 we'll be having the free class, and then immediately after that the plus class for 30 minutes here. Clear? 9:30 or let's say by 9:45 we'll start to whatever the time is. Clear? So this will be the schedule, guys, for the month of September. So don't miss it. Apart from that, there is another surprise for you people, which I think I should tell you. So now remember the last Thursday. Okay, exactly it has been like 6 days till today, 5 or 6 days. I have done a marathon for solid 3 hours on money, banking, RBI, inflation, sab kuch like that, from the scratch to the advanced level. So now that has become a very, very hit series, and thank you for all the support, my learners, because hadn't you all not been there, such kind of marathons would not have gone well, and of course as well as always are Unacademy as well. So now as I promised you the other day last month, on this coming Saturday, Friday or Saturday, okay, I'll be planning to do a marathon. Yes, Soham, surprises that you're giving us chocolates. No, ऐसा नहीं है. वो chocolate है ना, वो मतलब it's like even bigger than that. वो बड़ा वाला gift है. This is something bigger than that. I'll be doing exclusive MCQs in the YouTube itself based on the marathon I have taken, and that will happen on this first week of September, either Saturday or Sunday. And Sunday in Unacademy there is no leave, guys, from my classes, since it is Teachers Day. 5th September being Teachers Day, come on, literally you will have a rain of MCQ series in the free class and also in the YouTube as well, no doubt in that. So this exclusive top 100 MCQs on money, monetary policy, whatever, that will happen. 100 is fine, not more than that from the topic. That will happen on this Saturday. Again, solid 3 hours. UPSC level questions, previous year questions, plus the 360-degree coverage. So it's a double revision for you people. Clear? So this is the next, surprise for you people, exclusively in the free platform. And all these classes are free, guys. Extremely free of cost. All what you have to do is like the video, follow me regularly, share the video, and make sure that you are coming regularly for the classes, for the YouTube and also for the Unacademy free and plus classes using the code Nisha IAS Live. Come for the live classes to become an IAS officer with me, and that is Nisha IAS Live. Is it clear? So these are the surprises for the month of September. So since it is the very first class on September 1, I thought I should tell you all this. That is why I told this. Clear? All happy? Bahut khushu? You should be. Good to know that. So here we go, my young officers, the topics covered in today's class. So now since we have covered 100 topics, this month we will be covering another set of 100 plus topics and wind up this particular series. Clear? So here we have topic 102, which talks about one district, one product scheme, ODOPS scheme. Okay. This is something similar to your One Nation, One Ration Card ka scheme and some similar schemes like that. As a part of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, lot of self-reliant schemes was brought in. Right? This is one of the scheme like that. Next, anti-dumping duty, which is indeed very important. Dumping was a very serious issue where the country China, the next thing that comes to our brain is the country China. They used to dump a lot of products, their products to our country, and now we are here with the anti-dumping duty. So from the economics point of view, what are we going to study? That is one thing. Next is AERA Amendment Bill, and followed by the e-Shram portal economy. This is very important because with regard to the unorganized worker, we know that majority of our population, more than 90% of our Indian population is put up in the informal or the unorganized sector. In that, I can tell you 500 million workforce. Come on, they are an unorganized sector. Don't you think so? Covering them under the social security schemes or measures is indeed very, very important. Obviously, that is another thing. Followed by Nidhi Company Fund. Nidhi Company. Clear? This is in the context of the broad area, non-banking financial companies or bad loans. Then the next keyword is bad bank. So I think in today's class we discussed a lot of MCQs in these related concepts. Remember, the plus students will know that. So this is a topic from that area. So now the Hitlist topics, the related Hitlist topics, when you study like that, you will be able to understand what to study and what not to study for examination. So all these things just like that, in less than 30 minutes, we will be covering it. To the point discussion and also making sure that your concept is also clear to you in a crystal clear manner. So already you should be indeed. So take your notebooks, get ready to make the mind maps along with me and make sure that your revision is also done through this session. Okay. So yes, here we go. The pic that creates smile in even my face, guys. Are you all ready? Hannah? Why? Because to study economics through everyday stories around the world. So seeing this picture, come on, it actually makes a lot of sense. Yes, Kriti, last 3 topics we already discussed. Yes, Kriti, we discussed in the plus class, if I'm not wrong, these topics. But we'll be discussing in a little different manner. A quick revision of that in a detailed manner. So yes, come on, here we go. Yes, Mushraf Ali, ma'am, please speak in Hindi. This is an English class, Mushraf. मैं थोड़ा Hindi मालूम कभी-कभी, but then majority will be in English. So पूरा बच्चा लोग, it will be beneficial for them. That is why. irrespective of the fact whether they come from east, west, north, south, wherever it is. Anyways, do not worry, I'll use simple English only so you will understand. So here we go. The first topic of today's class, one district, one product scheme. It is from the subject area trade. Why we are studying this particular topic is, if you see, under phase 1 of this particular scheme called as one district, one product scheme, a lot of exporters, I can tell you. In fact, a number of export potential products from various districts of our country have been selected. Now, one district, one product is again in the context of self-reliant mission, that is Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, and also popularizing every single state, and within the state, the districts in which they are specialized. So now what happened? You will be able to ensure a very good domestic supply. At the same time, you will be able to focus on the production of that particular good, and thereby the export potential of those products along with the district will get popularized. The national economy and the international economy you'll be able to fetch a better market for your product. Thereby, the people engaged in that particular product, or let's say the export potential products, will be able to earn a better income. Thereby contributing to what? The growth and development of our country, because your GDP, your per capita, everything increases. The moment you export, automatically XY is said. There is something called as Forex. What is that? Foreign exchange reserve. You'll be able to earn in terms of dollars. That is always there, which is indeed very good for your country. Again, when you trade, what happens? Or when you export, what happens? Your BOP, balance of payment, that will be in equilibrium, it will be in balance, and you'll be having a smooth flow. So now this topic may appear simple to you. One district, one product scheme. Just know what that is. But now the whole notion or the concept behind this particular product is multiple hit list keywords hidden inside that. Like Forex, BOP, Agriculture Export Policy, AEPD, Agriculture, Processed Export Authority of India. Agriculture Processed Export Development Authority. All these things. Clear? And also the importance of trade. Because trade is coming, you can understand so many of the related concepts and all. So nothing to worry. Clear? So let's quickly have a look into this particular concept. And one more thing. Through this, when a district has been popularized through the export of one particular product, they should be very good in that. Only then they can export it, right? First, they should domestically satisfy the need, and then the quality base wise, they'll have an export market. So something called as GI. What is GI? Again, a hit list topic. Geographical indication tag. I repeat, geographical indication tag. That will also be given to the product based on their stuffs. Don't you think so? So these are the related hit list topic which is hidden in this small wala topic. Clear? So when you study like this in your notebooks, write all this. Very important. So talking about the one district, one product scheme. What is the objective? Very simple. To convert each district of our country into an export hub. So now, don't you think so? We are in this way planning to be a global export hub. Obviously, so this is contributing to our India's, Make in India program. Then to make sure that so many of the schemes of our country, India is getting, accepted. At the same time, as I told you in one single word, couple of minutes before, the export market will improve, the market accessibility, all these things for the so-called product will improve, thereby making sure that we are able to make the global supply chains more competitive daily. So India will be in the so-called manufacturing hub and the so-called global export hub and all. Clear? So we will be starting to earn better revenue. When we start to earn better revenue, what happens? Kya hai guys? Obviously, we'll be able to fetch a better revenue. Because export matlab kya hai? Revenue hai na? We are getting revenue, right? So with that, the deficit of the government, that is the fiscal deficit, the need for borrowing, that reduces because the economy is picking up. The money supply is kind of going in a smooth manner without much of fluctuations. Clear? Now, if you see in this particular topic, one district, one product scheme, a dedicated team has been established by the government. Why? Because they have to identify which district is good in which product. So they have chosen more than 700 districts, approximately 739 districts, guys, to identify products from that. So don't you think so? This is indeed a great initiative or scheme. So what is this again connected to? You tell me from this district keyword. I repeat, identify products, districts. What is this showing you? Which objective of government? Apply the 3C method of interlinkaging, the ultimate mantra of studying economics, which I have taught you, exclusively developed by me. Use that and tell me, you know this. Priya is saying specialization. Okay, Priya, specialization is fine. Division of labor is fine. My question is, when district is coming, what development is that? Now, the sender is kind of bifurcating it. Instead of directly, kind of what do you say, giving the orders or doing stuff, they are focusing on the state. And from the state, they are focusing on the district, which means it is inclusive in the state itself. They are going deep into the state and then focusing on district. So think, what planning is that? It is associated with Niti Aayog. So you tell me what kind of planning? Wonderful, Amanda. Root level planning called as decentralization. Which means Niti Aayog is associated. What is Niti Aayog? National Institute of Transforming India. The independent think tank of Government of India. You got the point? Simple as that. So now from that particular keyword, you see the next hit list topic that came to you is like this. So this is the way you will apply this technique, guys, to make sure that you are able to do things, or let's say able to study in a much efficient manner. Clear? Now, through this one district, one product scheme, again, they'll create a very complete, a comprehensive plan, I can tell you, on each of the product which they'll identify from all these 739 districts. It will include the branding for the product called as product branding, then spreading the awareness for this one district, one product scheme to have a better market. Then at the same time, this product should also reach other states and other countries as well. So they'll make sure that trade facilitation is happening. Then e-commerce, electronic commerce, selling of the products in the online platforms which for a wider market reach. Then, and to create forward and backward market linkage. So for all these particular perspectives, this one district, one product scheme will be utilized. Clear? And who will be in charge of all this, guys? Again, it is in the context of product export, which means trade. So definitely trade means the Director General of Foreign Trade, who is engaging with the state or UT governments to implement the initiative in a phased manner. Clear? And if you see the director, okay, so our Director District Export Promotion Committee called as DEPC, that has also been constituted in every single district, I can tell you, except districts in the state of West Bengal for this particular scheme, guys. Promotion of this particular scheme called as one district, one product ka scheme. Clear? Yes, Pratush, does it come under food processing ministry? Hold on. It comes under the export perspective. So which ministry you should tell me? Trade means what? Is it food processing? See, trade means you can trade anything. One district, one product. It is not necessary that only the agriculture products have to be traded. You can trade a textile product, you can trade anything else, which is the quality of, or let's say speciality of that particular district. So we can't say that they can come under the food industry as such. Rather, trade means commerce. Wonderful, Priya. Yes, it is an association of that. And export is coming, right? And now this so-called scheme, one district, one product, they have been operationally merged with districts as export hub initiative. A lot of products, I should tell you, from a lot of districts has been selected for the phase 1 of the scheme. Currently, they are experimenting this scheme. Phase 1 is going on. Clear? Which are the list of products? You see, not only agriculture, different products you have. Jamnagari Bandhani. It's a handloom textile. I told you, a textile product from Gujarat. That too dating back to 6th century AD. Oh my goodness, itna amazing, है ना? Purana wala textile industry है, handloom itna purana wala industry है. So now they're bringing it into track, which means they are kind of popularizing or getting into the grassroots level. Because India is an incredible country with a lot of diverse cultures, traditions. So invoking our own traditions and the stuffs will give us a better popularity, or let's say a better market. That's a reality. Kolhapuri chappal. How many of you love Kolhapuri chappal? Come on. I would be the first one to say yes. Even today I have a Kolhapuri set of chappals. That kind of sound they make, you know, that's amazing. So now these chappal, basically people think that you get Kolhapuris in Jaipur. But that's not the case, guys. The real Kolhapuris are from Karnataka and Maharashtra. Dating back to 12th CAD. The rule of, King Bijal of Bidar. And then Naga Mircha, one of the hottest chilies from Nagaland. People think mirchi means again Andhra is good. The people of Andhra, they have hot mirchis, right? Seriously. So now, if you see, the hottest chilies is not from Andhra, guys. It's from Nagaland, northeast part of our country. It is Nagaland, called as Naga Mircha. So these are new informations also for us, don't you think so? Obviously. So these will be focused. Then Lakadong turmeric. The turmeric is quite popular, right? And that is the world's finest turmeric from the state of Northeast again, Meghalaya, with an average curcumin content of, let's say, has IS 7%. Then Jaipur, if you see, blue pottery is the product that is selected. Then Rajasthan, if you see, Markhana marbles. Then Kashmiri papri machi designed by Sakta artisans. Then from Tamil Nadu, machine parts. Then from Andhra, pharmaceutical produce. So these are the products from every district of these states that has been focused under this particular scheme. Clear? Yes. Priya has asked a question, and sorry, not Priya, Kirti has asked a question, 6th century. See, 6th century is why, for this Bandhani is because, listen, this Bandhani is a cotton, you will even get in Amazon and all. So you can sometimes see different type of cotton. It's a kind of cotton. Even I have a sari of that sort. I mean, those who are sari lovers will know that, okay. So it is believed to as this particular thing. It is said that they believe to have begun as a traditional form of tie and dye about 5,000 years ago. And they considered to be one of the oldest form practiced even today. That is the thing. See, it's not about oldest one. It is practiced till today. And it is very nice, very comfortable also in wearing. The material is quite good and comfortable as such. Clear? Yes, Priya, it's very soft. You won't feel the stiffness and all. Very soft cotton it is. That's all. This is what you should study from this particular topic. 1, 2, 3. Hardly 3 slides. Now, how many other topics I told you guys in this particular main topic? Multiple keywords came in. So, you make a point that you are even going through that as well. Clear? I know it's a new topic for you with regard to these products. So, go through that. The next one, anti-dumping duty. This is from the area governance. So, now though it is from governance also, it is connected to economy because import and export is coming up. If you see the Union government, they revoked anti-dumping duty on viscose staple fiber, which is originating in or let's say imported from China and Indonesia. So the factor called import is coming, which is in the trade perspective. That is why this topic is taken. So again, we know that China, Indonesia, mainly China, they are known for dumping things in our country. India, now we have taken active stand that we don't permit for that. That is why to stop dumping, the anti-dumping duty and all these things are put forward. Clear? Now, what is dumping? A process, a simple process. Let's have a quick look at the static portion of it. When a company is exporting a product at a price that is significantly lower than the price it normally charges in domestic market. Simple thing. If you go to any bazaar, if you go to any places, we all know that you used to get products for a very cheap rate, especially China products. Have you seen always made in China products are very, very cheap than the normal products we get it here. But in China doesn't mean that these products should be even more cheaper. They dump these products to our country, India, so that we people will buy it, thinking that it is of high quality. But according to them, they'll be the lowest quality item. But for us, it is a high quality item we feel. And we are getting it at a very, very reasonable rate. Now, when the government was banning few apps, I think last year, they banned a lot of apps like TikToks, then, what was that? There was a very famous e-commerce app, which people used to use. Like your Amazon and Flipkart, they prefer to use another app. It's from China again. All the products are from China. It's an e-commerce app. I'm not getting the name. Not Alibaba, Priya. It's something else. It's something else. It's very famous actually. I am just not getting it exactly. Okay, when I remember, I'll tell you. There was an app, okay, where you get everything. Not PUBG. PUBG is a playing app, na Ganesh. I'm talking about the e-commerce app where you can buy things. You can buy things and all in that, okay. So that was there. They even banned it. So if you see every product, you can get for cheap rate. So when you get the product, you feel the quality. You feel, oh, this is very good. But we are not understanding that according to them, what is of low quality, they will dump it to another country through export. Let's say, for example, they are charging 10 rupees for the product, 100 rupees for the product in their country. They'll export it and they'll sell it to us even 50 rupees. And for us, we'll feel, okay, come on, this is so cheap and the quality is good. But we're not knowing that it is, of poor quality. Yes, Kriti? No, not Snapdeal and Alibaba and all. TikTok is that music wala app. Now I'm talking about the selling app. Like Amazon and Flipkart, you have a selling app as such from China. That is banned now. People used to use it like anything. Even I have purchased few products. I forgot the app's name actually. Yeah, there was a, yes, Nagendra, yes, Divya, I forgot the app's name. It is very useful also. When I remember, I'll tell you guys. Okay. Okay. So now, that is called as dumping. Now, don't you think so? When dumping is happening, the price of the product in the importing country is affected because it is hitting the profits of the local manufacturing firm because they are selling at a very, very low price. And sometimes you feel that, yeah, this is quite better compared to that. You're getting it for cheap. That is the mentality of the people over here. And now for that, anti-dumping duty is brought in. And what is that anti-dumping duty? Something against this process. Right? It is a protectionist tariff that a domestic government imposes on the import that are priced below fair market value. To protect the domestic sellers here, to protect our domestic market, whatever products have been imported, and that too. The import is okay. They're importing and then selling it at a very, very low price than the market value. Then anti-dumping duty is implied just to make sure that our domestic market has been protected. So it is a protectionist tariff, clear, by the government. Yes, Priya, domestic company gets down. That's why all these things are happening. Yes, Vivek, not Shane app also. I know Shane app also, not that Vivek. Let me see that. 1 second. Let me just search. Wait, I have that history in my phone. Wait. I think I've told you this before. It's from China actually. That is the thing I was... yes, wonderful Vivek. Club Factory, you got it. Exactly. That's a kudos. You deserve chocolates here. No, Shane, it is not Shane, Kriti, it is Club Factory. Oh my goodness, I used to buy a lot of products. I actually forgot because it's been a very long time, okay? So they banned it and we're not using it. So that didn't come up anywhere. Very good. It's Club Factory. Tell me how many of you have not used Club Factory? You get everything there, okay? Everything. And the products are of good quality also. We can't say that bad quality. Chalo, it is a good quality one. No doubt in that. Yes. Now you remember, na? Shane was banned, but more than Shane, Club Factory was used by everybody. People here who does retail business, instead of buying the commodities what they from the wholesale market, they even used to buy. I think more than 5 or 6 only you can order for one product. But here, Amazon, Flipkart allows like that. But here, up to 10 to 15 units you can order. So they'll use 2 to 3 different IDs and they used to get the stuffs like that. Yes, Nagendra, it increase or decrease the value of commodity. Obviously, it is decreasing the value for our domestic commodity. See, we are worried about our country's commodity. We are not worried about the other country's commodity, right? We are not here to buy what other country is giving us. That is the whole point. Yes, Priya? Kallatram is there. Yes, Divya, Meesho app, I don't think. Those are small apps now. But Club Factory was a badda wala one. That is why. Good, Vivek. You did a good research on that within seconds. Very good. Now, this is what you should know with regard to anti-dumping duty. And now, there is something called as CD as well. That is countervailing duty also. Just like the anti-dumping duty, which is for the import of such kind of products, the countervailing duty is also a protectionist tariff imposed on imports by the domestic government when it believes that imports are subsidized by a foreign government and causing material harm to the domestic market. So, two type of protectionist tariff is there. One is countervailing duty and one is what? One is anti-dumping duty. Clear? Both are protectionist tariff. One is when the government imposing on import which are priced below the fair market value. Second is also the same thing. When the government is feeling that, okay, the import are subsidized by the foreign government. Let's say, for example, China is importing means when they are giving to us at a very cheap rate. And that is harming the domestic market. The same meaning, only thing the name of the tariff or the duty is different. One is anti-dumping, one is countervailing. Clear? That's enough. Sometimes it can confuse you with regard to this anti-dumping and countervailing. That's why I told you the stuff. So here we go. The basis of imposition of this anti-dumping duty. There is a basis. Simply like that, you're importing means you can't charge. One is the price of the product is lower than the production cost. See, Sometimes there are few products when you import, it may appear to be lower than the product that you can get in the domestic market. China is importing something, sometimes the price could be lower compared to what we are producing here in our market for the same product. But just because of that, you can't impose the anti-dumping duty. For that, you have to do a kind of, analysis. There are few bases for imposing such kind of anti-dumping duty. If you feel that the price of the product given by the foreign country to our country when they are exporting to us and when we are importing it, it is very low than the production cost. Next is comparing them with the price of the local market. Then, what is the price of the similar product? What this country is importing? Let's say China is exporting to our country, India is in the third country like US or Australia. Are they selling at a high cost or are they selling at low cost? And then comparing the injury rate and margin and the profit margin. And after this only they'll impose what? The AD. Practically, this is how they do. So I've given you this practical slide for you to understand how practically it goes. So just by hearting the concept doesn't make a sense. What if tomorrow after you becoming civil service officers? Maybe you're employed in any of the departments and you should know all these things, right? How it is done, the stuffs and all. So this makes your concepts more clear. That is why. And thus, anti-dumping duty is imposed with the so-called rationale that the products have the potential to undercut local business and local economy. Just to protect the local economy, this is being done. In our country, who collects this tax, guys? Who imposes anti-dumping duty? Is it Government of India? Under Government of India, who does that? In India, anti-dumping duty is levied and collected by the Directorate General of Trade Remedies. And many a times it is levied over and above the normal custom duty, which means that ADD is quite costlier than the custom duty. It is a kind of penalty of fine, I can say, because custom duty is normal. But then this is ADD is for the product which is appearing to have features of destroying the domestic or local economy. That is why always it is higher than the customs duty. Clear? And it has been valid for a period of 5 solid years from the date of imposition unless revoked earlier. This is how the anti-dumping duty has been imposed practically as well. Clear? And now, there is something called as sunset wala review. What is sunset review? Now, for example, if the dumping. Now, let's say, for example, China has been importing a lot of products to us before. We have imposed an ADD. That is, India has imported, imposed anti-dumping duty. Now, after that also, if dumping continues even after 5 years of anti-dumping duty, then the industry can apply for a sunset review or expiry review for the further period of 5 years. And every year globally, if you see, once the sunset review is applied for, then the anti-dumping duty will be extended for another period pending investigation. Then it can be initiated even as a suo motu, or let's say on the basis of a duly substantiated request which is received from or behalf of the domestic industry. So basically, this is a long process as such, I should tell you. And many times because of the procedural difficulties, people don't go for this. But this has to be done because this is hampering the local market, right? Yes, Priya, stand of WTO. See, World Trade Organization, they say import and export is required. But they never said that you have to go and destroy some other country's local market. Do you think so? They will go and tell, go and destroy. Khatam ho gaya dusra wala market or economy. Ekdam rubbish, hai na? Nobody tells that. So there are some protocols to be followed here. So you see, export is different, import is different. Then a country exporting to another country for the sake of spoiling the other country's economy is different. That is coming under this dumping perspective, what China was doing to our country, India. One example, which is very much visible and known to us, I am telling you. Clear? Yes, Mushraf, what is the time of your class? See, Mushraf, YouTube classes should commence by 9:30 to 9:45. 9:30 is the timing. For 30 minutes, we started off today a little late. You can just go through my schedules for the plus classes, the free classes and the YouTube class. I hope you're okay without Hindi as well. English is understandable to you, right? It should be. Now, yes, Avijit Kumar, ma'am, I'm facing very difficulty in reports and indices. Can you please come with one video for quick revision of important indices for prelims? I have done that last month itself, Avijit Kumar. I think in August or I think July I have done. 4 solid sessions, important indexes and report and indices for UPSC Prelims 2021. There is a playlist of that also. Today, you can just search my name with input in the indexes and all. Fatafat, that is enough. Along with that, you come for the Unacademy Plus classes for the MCQs of that. Finished. I'll be doing free class MCQs also. Yes, July it was done. So do not worry, all these topics I have done. So you can follow me regularly for all the updates. Take care. So you don't miss out on any topics and all these things I have done. So next, this is enough guys with regard to anti-dumping and all. Your AERA, what is that? Airport Economic Regulatory Authority of India Amendment Bill of 2021. Why we study this is because they were seeking to amend the so-called bill of 2008 guys, that was passed with the parliament. So previously also you had the ERA Act guys, but then they said now okay, after 10 to 12 years there should be some sort of amendment. Okay, some sort of amendment or changes. So let's quickly look into what those amendments are. Before that, what is this bill all about? And they said that through this amendment, that is your Airport Economic the Airport Economic Regulatory Authority of India bill guys, through this they wanted to monetize, or they said this bill would help in monetizing airports in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. And what they do is all the major airports, okay, the so-called ERA, they will regulate the tariff and also other charges, especially for the aeronautical services rendered to the major airports. That is one important point to be noted. Clear? Now, previously in the year 2008, you had this Airport Economic Regulatory Authority Act. Okay, that time, according to that particular act of 2008, what is the meaning of major airport? A major airport is one that has, or let's say it's designated to have passenger throughout in excess of 3.5 million per annum. Do you think it is possible continuously like that? No. And then as far as the Airport Economic Regulatory Act of 2008, they even said that if you want to call an airport as a major one, then a major airport is any other airport a central government may specify by notification. Don't you think so? Some sort of changes have to be brought in with regard to this particular context. That is why they said let us kind of amend or change the 2008 bill of the Airport Economic Regulatory Authority in the current year 2021. And now this amendment or change is saying that this so-called ERA bill will broaden the category of airports. Now, connect this topic to Udaan scheme. Udaan and Udaan 2. Why? It is with regard to making the flight services comfortable to every single middle class family or passenger as well, right? Connecting the remote areas of our country or villages with proper flight service, making sure that everybody is able to afford the charges. So now, in the context of ERA Amendment Bill, also same thing. And they want to broaden the category of airport, for which this ERA can determine tariff by determining the definition of major airport, which means that they want to include a group of airport, not just the few selected major airports as such. Clear? It's a good initiative. And now the next keyword is inclusivity. I repeat, inclusivity, because airport is again from the airways and the civil aviation sector or ministry, which is requiring more of development or importance, right? And these days when we are developing this is also important. There was a time when flights were taken only by the upper class people. Nothing like that. Even today the people of the middle class very frequently they fly or they take flights because the rates have come down, it's become accessible, and every now and then people don't prefer taking trains for long distances now. Like 2 or 3 days, they do not want to take a train. Maybe they take a train for 1 day or so, but not more than 2 or 3 days. Why? Because we have technologies, we have transportations, we have better facilities out there. And it is kind of friendly, customer friendly as well with regard to the rates, the charges, the services, everything as such. And now connecting every single remote or rural area is the next objective for them. Clear? And now, airport comes under which category? Triple P model. Your public-private partnership model. In the year 2015, you had a question in the mains examination with regard to this Triple P model, guys, for the very first time. So this is a very, very important topic as well. Maybe for the prelims also you can get, but mostly for the mains it is very important. And these days, including the railways, they have been in the Triple P context. That is public-private partnership. The government is saying that we have to even make sure that, these days, the private sector has been encouraged to take up activities or initiatives in all the major sectors of our country. We need their help, but that doesn't mean that we are giving the sector to the private people. Rather, 51% of share will be with the government and 49% with the private people. So it will be going in the context of Triple P model, that is public-private partnership model. Almost every schemes that is coming up these days is also in that context. The whole point is private is included, encouraged to include for investments and funding. But the government is very smart. The ownership and other stuffs will remain with the government only. The very recent current affairs which you can find in the last week of August newspapers. Your NMP, what is that? National Monetization Pipeline. That is also an infrastructure project, right? Where it is a Triple P model, public-private partnership, where the ownership will remain with the public, whereas the revenue rights, that will be shared among the private, but not the ownership. I even asked an MCQ of the same in the prelims booster 500 MCQ series in the plus class. Remember, multiple times I asked you. In the editorial analysis also, I took this topic for you. So go through this. Clear? So I took this topic for you to have a quick connection to so many multiple keywords. Please write it, guys. National monetization pipeline is the next hit list topic which is on trend these days, the current affairs. We can note all those. Now, quickly talking about the AERA. What is that? Airport Economic Regulatory Authority of India. What are they? Are they a independent, autonomous or constitutional body? No. They are a statutory body, which means that they can take decisions in behalf of the government, I can say. And they are a statutory body, then authority, right? So they can take decisions, which is coming under the AERA Act of 2008. And whenever in your question, guys, in any keyword, when authority and commission comes, then 101% you can keep in mind that it will be a statutory body. In the MCQs I'm talking, supposing the question is, consider the following statements with regard to Airport Economic Regulatory Authority. And statement 1 is telling you it is a statutory body or it is a constitutional body. Constitutional means eliminate, because the keyword authority is not matching with that. Authority means power is given. So statutory means it's a power. On behalf of the authorities or the government, they can take a decision. They'll be given majority of rights. You got the point? So authority, commission, keep these keywords in mind. What if the word is council? Then a council can never be a statutory body. That is the next technique or trick to be kept in mind. Clear? So use all these things, guys, when you work out the MCQs. Now, where do you have the headquarters of AERA? Delhi. And they are set up by the government in the year 2009. Clear? And what are the duties the AERA has to perform, guys? They have to make sure that they seek to determine the following for the major airports, like tariff for the aeronautical service, airport development fees and passenger service fees, which is coming under the Aircraft Act of 1934. And for, the major airports and all will come under AERA. But then there are non-major airports. They are owned by the Airport Authority of India, the Ministry of Civil Aviation. What they'll do is for the remaining non-major airports, which comes under the AAI and the Ministry of Civil Aviation, they'll approve charges for aeronautical service. They'll monitor all the performance standard settings based on the quality, continuity, reliability of service, whichever has been specified by the central government, or let's say any other authority on their behalf, the authorized authority. Yes, Pradosh, independent regulator. Not independent. See, independent regulator is different from statutory. Independent regulator means you need not even listen to anyone. You are getting the autonomy completely. Statutory means, let's say, 85% decisions they can take without consulting. They are given that power. It's a kind of discretionary stuff. But it should be in lieu with what the government is saying. You got the point. So there are few things to be followed like that. Yes, Kunal, good evening. You got the point. The next topic, eShram portal from the area growth and development. Recently, the Ministry of Labour and Employment, they launched a portal called as eShram portal. Now, this is very important in the context of what? Unorganized labour, as I have told you before. I can tell you that this particular portal, they will be the national database of unorganized workers called as Shram Yogis. Now, this is a very, very important topic because this eShram portal, okay, let me tell you, it is in the context of unorganized workers, which is again a hit list topic, or let's say a hot topic of discussion for our country as a whole. Why? Because as I told you in the beginning of the class, more than 90% of people, I repeat, 90% of workers are in the informal or the unorganized sector in our country, India. Where I can tell you like, let's say 500 million labor workforce are put up there. So now many a time these workers, they're not getting the recognition, or let's say they're not getting the proper benefits. Do you think people working in the informal sectors, including the private, do they have a job security? Do they have the social security benefits like the people in the formal or the government sector? Definitely no, right? So that has to come. So you will be thinking that informal sector means the people are working in the ITs or the IT walas or some other people are in the private sector. No. Even the casual workers, the agriculture laborers, the migrant workers, the gig workers, the platform workers, all these people are constituting the informal or the unorganized sector. So informal or unorganized sector is a sector where there is no job security, they do not come under the direct purview of the government. And the wages are not fixed, it can fluctuate, there is no social security and all. Whereas formal is the opposite of informal, where the job security is there, the salary is fixed, it is completely coming under the government purview. You got the point. So we have to focus these majority of people. Don't you think so? Yes, Rohit? We have to focus these majority of people. That is why such kind of things are coming up. So with regard to pension, providing pensions for the workers in the informal sector, Atal Pension Yojana. Then Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Manda Yojana. All these things were put up. Now in the context of e-Shram portal. Okay. Again, for the unorganized workers, the portal is put forward. Why? Just to maintain the database. That is, they want to target and identify the unorganized workers and help them take all the social security scheme. That too to their doorstep. They'll get to know, okay, we have to be a part of this Atal Pension Yojana. It is for we, the informal workers. We have to be a part of Pradhan Mantri Shram Magi Yojana. What is the difference, guys? Both are pension schemes for the people in the informal sector. Once they attain 60 years of age, in spite of the fact that they are in the informal sector, they'll get pension. Everybody has to contribute from the age of 18. The whole point is, in Atal Pension Yojana, guys, which is an informal sector social security scheme, you will get, let's say, 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees, 3,000 and up to 5,000 based on the contributions you make. Once you retire, during the working time, whatever you contribute, based on that you get. Now, there is some sort of inequality again, because of which Pradhan Mantri Shram Magi Yojana was put forward by the government in the Union Budget of 2019, where no matter whatever contribution you do, you will get a solid fixed income of 3,000 at the age of 60 after your retirement. So the mismatch will be done by the government, guys, based on the contribution cutoff. This is a major difference. That is also two important keywords, or that, let's say, related Hitlist topics under this point. Clear? And don't you think such kind of portal is important? Why portal? Because it comes under digitalization perspective again. You got the point. So everything is online these days, and kind of transparency, identification, efficiency, it's quite important. That is why. And if you see, you look at this, an estimate is telling that 92% here, come on, that's indeed a huge number. Says that 92% of India's workforce of, let's say, 500 million is unorganized. Oh my goodness, come on, that is to be considered. They're even deprived of the minimum wage that they're supposed to get per day. Especially the female workers are even more terrible. They're not even recognized. Or let's say any form of social security. For social security, I told you two important keywords, go through that. And the database, as I told you, not just the private wala, IT walas, or anyone who's in the informal, right from the scratch, construction workers, migrant workers, gig, platform workers, street vendor, domestic workers, agriculture workers, etc., etc. Yes, Anjan Sharma, ma'am, its aims and objective, please, ma'am, can this portal come to need your mission? Hold on, we are just discussing, do not worry, everything will get in this. Yes, Komal, very right, ma'am. I didn't understand, Komal. Now, let me tell you guys how this works. This e-Shram, or let's say electronic Shram card for the informal workers. In this portal, what the workers can do is, the eligible ones, they can register on this portal online. And they'll be given a card called as e-Shram card. And like your Aadhaar card, guys, this will also have a 12-digit unique number. And this is a move which will integrate the sender social security scheme called as Atal Pension Yojana and Pradhan Mantri Shram Magi Yojana. Clear? With regard to the pension scheme, one category. Similarly, there are so many other schemes as such. Did you understand, all of you? Did you understand? And now, as Anjana was asking me, okay, the ministry, it doesn't come under Niti Aayog, Anjan Sharma, it comes under Ministry of Labour and Employment. In the very first part of the question itself, I told you that the Ministry of Labour, in the very part discussions, Ministry of Labour and Employment launched a portal called as e-Shram portal. So Labour and Employment is for the workers. That too, unorganized workers is a highlight for them here. Did you understand? And these are the objectives. What are the objectives? As I was telling you, the objective is nothing but they want to make sure that they are formalizing the informal sector. In one word, I can tell you that formalizing the informal sector is the need of the hour. That is why this was brought in. And to know more about this current affairs, very simple. That is in August 30th. This is a recent current affairs only. August 30th, 2 days back, what happened was like, there was a kind of new initiative by the Ministry of Labour and Employment. And that is the time they launched this portal called as e-Shram portal. And that too, the aim is nothing but they want to register 38 crore unorganized workers. Approximately. That is what I said. As an estimate said, that 92% of the people, about 500 million workforce, are unorganized. So they need to come under that now. For example, I am a part of e-Shram portal. Okay. Suddenly I met with an accident. For God's sake, nothing happens. Okay. Now what will happen? I am the beneficiary to be a part of it. Now I'll be eligible for, let's say, 2 lakh, or let's say if on death or permanent disability means, then it will be 1 lakh on the partial disability. Clear? This is how it goes. And the Supreme Court, they directed the government to complete registration process of unorganized workers, and that is how the portal called as e-Shram portal came up. So that they can have, avail the welfare benefits given under various government programs and schemes. Is it very clear? Yes, Pradosh, that's what I told you. The exact, thing. If you want to know more about this. But that will not come for your exam. These kind of points I do discuss in the current affairs class. This is just a 360 degree, stuff. Yes, Mushraf, ma'am, where is your coaching center? I do work in multiple premium academies in Delhi, Chennai, Kerala. But now currently exclusively for Unacademy. Is that not enough for you people? So that I can reach out to you all as well. Anyways, so exclusively Unacademy now. Anyways, shall we go to the next topic? Is it very clear, all of you? Perfect. Yes, Abhishek. So here we go. The Nidhi company. The 106th topic of the day. It is from the area development. Now, recently, what happened? Why we study this is because the Nidhi company was registered under the CA 2013 as Nidhi company, notified by the central government under section 620A of CA 1956. Now, why you study this is because very simple. This is a broad topic. The most important hit list is this particular topic comes under something called as non-banking financial company or intermediary. Simple as that. This is the hit list topic which you have to study, guys. Under that Nidhi comes. You got the point. But in the current affairs headline, they gave it like this. But anyways, let me quickly tell you what is a Nidhi company in a short, sweet and simple manner. Now, the whole current affairs was like, in the news was that not a single company that is applying for Nidhi under Companies Act 2013 and Nidhi Rule 2014 could satisfy the so-called required criteria for it to be declared a Nidhi company by the central government. They were doing kallatarams, they were doing all the kind of other things. They were not satisfying the conditions. So now through this, they wanted to make sure that this is not happening hereafter. You understand? That is why this topic has popped in. And the objective of this company is what? This Nidhi company. They'll be cultivating the habit of thrift and saving among the members. Nidhi is a company like, let's say like a chip company, I can say, where a group of people come together, they'll be members in that. So you will kind of improve the saving habit of you. Okay, so they'll start receiving deposits from, and then from that they'll keep lending to members only for their mutual benefits within the enclosed circle of, let's say, 10 or 15 people who are a part of it. So it's something connected to the next important hit list topic. What is that? Self-help group. What are they also? 15 to 20 people can form a group like Kudumbashree in Kerala. They'll talk about the welfare of them. They'll start helping each other financially. Something like that. You got the point. So that is how it works actually. Clear? So Nidhi company is also like that. Something like that. So to help the people, yeah, especially the people of rural areas, the people of backward classes, the people who are denied of so many stuffs like that. So they are what? Nidhi company is a part of non-bank financial company, and they are not regulated directly by the RBI. Rather, they come under what? It is not required that they have to register with RBI as per the section 5 and all. You understand? But they are under the purview of RBI. But it's not necessary that they have to directly be registering with the RBI as such. Got the point? So this Nidhi company being an NBFC, they do the business of what? Lending and borrowing with the members of shareholders. So as an NBFC, this Nidhi also, as an NBFC, RBI has the power to give them directive for them related to all the deposit acceptance activities and all. So that has to be understood. Clear? In today's class, remember I have taught you this. In the plus class, we did some few questions in the booster series because this is a hitless topic. Indirectly, I was asking you regarding this. That is why I keep telling you, come for the plus class, come for the Unacademy class, don't be without coming and all. Yes, Abhinav, what are the sections of RBI law in which they govern? Hold on, I will tell you, don't worry. Now, before that, this particular Nidhi company, it works on the principles of what? Mutual benefits. And who regulates them? Of course, the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, because it's a company. So Nidhi is a company. So company means obviously the next ministry is corporate affair. And what is required? For example, if I want a company to be a Nidhi company, which is a non-banking financial company. Now the company has to be incorporated under this so-called act. Okay. as Nidhi, and it shall be a public company with, let's say, even a minimum paid capital of 5 lakh. That is eligibility criteria as a whole. Clear? Is it very clear? Now, recently, if you see, few changes were suggested by a committee called as, let's say, Sabanayagam Committee on Policies and Regulatory Frameworks and Nidhi Companies. It was not found to be that proper. That is the reason they said, chalo, let's, really go for some revisions as a whole. That is how it was brought in. Clear? So, this is what you should study from this particular topic. Is it very clear for all of you? Now, Abhinav was asking, I think Abhinav, right? Abhinav Sharma was asking a question as to, regarding the sections of RBI and all the stuff. So let me tell you that as far as Nidhi company is concerned, it is not necessarily that be it Nidhi company, your venture capital company, or chit funds, they do not come under the, direct purview of RBI as a whole. But then they have to follow the protocols put forward by them because they are the central bank of the country, the apex body of bank. Now, it is not necessary that they have to register as per the, rules and regulations put under that. They can even function without that also, provided they are adhering to the general rules and policies. And approximately, if you want to know regarding the section means, as per the RBI Act of 1934, and exactly in lieu with the section 5, I think 5 or 6, clause 20 it comes. Clear? Yes, Akansha? Is it very clear? So we have discussed a set of most important topics today. I hope it is crystal clear for all of you. Any doubts, any queries, feel free to get back to me, guys. So yes, how was today's class? So don't forget to like, share and put your valuable feedbacks in the comment box. And see you all tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. for another 30 minutes with another Hitlist topic, guys. So now, very soon, the 200 plus Hitlist topic economy series will come to an end. Probably another 5 to 6 days. But this 9:30 slot is only for YouTube. So you can put across the kind of topics or let's say the kind of sessions that you want as a regular series. So do it in 2 days so I can plan it accordingly. Because we'll be winding up the series very soon. Because once we finish that, you should tell me, do you want any other particular topics or series as such? Because as per your, suggestions and requests, I took all the topics till today in the free classes. So the choice is yours. I have given it to you people. So let you, suggest and tell me. So you will have that interest. Okay, ma'am is going to take that. So let's go over there. Because we believe in taking something in the context of, 360-degree coverage without wasting time. And what you should study in a very short, sweet and to the point manner. Right? So that is the whole point. So can you see this, all of you? This is my Unacademy profile. In the link of this particular channel, the description box, you can find a link. Click that, join there. You can find all the batches happening. You can see 45 days prelims score booster batch of mine is going on. Then English, Hindi and all. Then course on Indian economy through MCQ Super prelims. Currently it is happening, guys, at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Don't forget to enroll. Then apart from that, if you see, NCRT crash course, batch course will be starting on the September 8th, again the same timing, 6 to 8. Then free classes, can you see a link over here? If you see, if you click the one particular link, free class link at Nisha Nujumudeen, if you see in the description box of this video, it will take you to my Unacademy's free special class page. You will get notification of all my free classes. Go there, live, you can even watch the recorded versions also, no issues. But preferably come for the live class when I take live, okay? So hereafter it will be at 8:30 p.m. every day from tomorrow onwards on MCQs. So the previous sessions if you want to watch or the upcoming sessions, Nisha IAS Live. I repeat, Nisha IAS Live. That is what you should use with regard to this particular sessions if you want to watch them live. Clear? Any doubt, any queries, feel free to get in touch with me guys. So yes, once again a small reminder, don't forget to like, share and put your valuable feedback in the comment box. Clear? So thank you so much. Good night, Shubhratri and Jai Hind.